Welcome to ABX Reviews. This episode of iThonga is a powerful mix of heartfelt confessions, tense family confrontations, and dangerous secrets. The ongoing feud between families threatens to tear two young lovers apart, while a shadowy new assignment adds a layer of suspense that promises to change everything. Here are 10 different scenes from the episode. Scene 1: A father's expectations. A teacher, who is also part of the school's Student Representative Council, addresses his students. He gives them an inspiring talk, urging them to be strong, support one another, and pass their exams. He emphasizes that the choices they make today will determine their character tomorrow, encouraging them to lead by example. Scene analysis. This scene establishes the school setting and introduces a positive, mentor figure. It sets a tone of hope and responsibility for the younger characters, creating a contrast with the more dramatic events happening in their home lives. Character motivation. The teacher is motivated by a genuine desire to see his students succeed. He wants to instill discipline and a sense of community in them, preparing them for a better future. How do the characters impact the story? As a respected figure in the community, the teacher's role adds a layer of social structure and normalcy. His presence highlights the potential future these young people could have, which is now being threatened by the family conflicts unfolding around them. Scene 2: The secret engagement. Benelli and Zama are together, celebrating their secret engagement. Benelli shows Zama wedding pictures and they dream about their future, including a honeymoon. They share a playful and loving moment, toasting with champagne, overjoyed about their plans to get married. Scene analysis. This is a core scene that establishes the central love story. The happiness and intimacy between Benelli and Zama make the audience root for them, while the secrecy of their engagement immediately creates tension, as we know their families would not approve. Character analysis. Benelli is portrayed as deeply in love and enthusiastic about his future with Zama. Zama is equally in love, but her dialogue later in the episode suggests she is more apprehensive about the consequences of their secret. What deeper issues are being explored? This scene directly explores the theme of love, specifically a forbidden love that exists against the wishes of their families. It also touches on tradition, as their union would go against the expectations of Zama's father. Scene 3: The brother's betrayal. Zama's brother approaches their father with information. He reveals that Zama did not sleep at home and that rumor has it she is in Durban with Benelli Magwaza. He confidently states that he knows where they are and encourages his father to go handle the situation himself. Scene analysis. This is a pivotal scene that escalates the main conflict. The brothers' actions are a clear act of betrayal against Zama, stirring up trouble and directly leading to the father's anger. It shifts the secret engagement from a private joy to an imminent family crisis. Betrayal. This is a classic example of familial betrayal. The brother, instead of protecting his sister, actively informs on her, knowing it will cause a major confrontation. His motives are not entirely clear, but it deeply fractures the trust within the family. Character motivation. Zama's brother seems motivated by a desire to gain favor with his father or to enforce the family's strict rules. He may also feel jealousy towards Zama or a dislike for Benelli, pushing him to sabotage their relationship. Scene 4: Our mother's warmth. Nkosanathi meets his mother, who warmly greets him with an old nickname. She tells him she is going home to cook his favorite meal. They share an affectionate exchange before he leaves, with plans to see each other at home later. Scene analysis. This brief scene offers a moment of warmth and normal family life, providing a stark contrast to the tension in Zama's household. It shows a positive, loving parent-child relationship. Character analysis. The mother is portrayed as caring and nurturing. Her interaction with Nkosanathi highlights the supportive family background that some characters enjoy, which makes the conflict in other families seem even more pronounced. How do the characters impact the story? This mother-son relationship serves as a benchmark for a healthy family dynamic. It reminds the audience of what is at stake for characters like Zama, who are risking these familial bonds for love. Scene 5: Zama's honest confession. Zama returns home and is confronted by her father, Masangula, about where she was. Instead of lying further, she bravely confesses. She tells him she hates sneaking around and lying, and reveals the truth that she and Benelli are in love and that Benelli would like to pay dowry for her. Scene analysis. This is the emotional climax of the episode. Zama's confession is a huge risk, showing her courage and the depth of her feelings for Benelli. It forces the central conflict out into the open, setting the stage for a major reaction from her father. Lessons learned. Zama demonstrates that honesty, while difficult, is necessary to resolve an unsustainable situation. She chooses to face the consequences head-on rather than continue a life of deception. My reaction to the scene. This scene is incredibly tense. You feel for Zama as she takes this brave step, knowing her father's temper. It is a defining moment for her character, moving her from a secretive girlfriend to a woman standing up for her own future. Scene 6, the business and the news. At their family business, likely a shop, Themba is closing up with Lungelo. Another character, Magubane, arrives and congratulates Themba, calling him their favorite teacher who is getting married. Themba thanks him happily. Scene analysis. This scene connects the Magwaza family's business life with the personal life of one of its members. It confirms that Mr. Magwaza the teacher is part of this family and that his engagement is public knowledge, at least among some community members. Character analysis. Themba is shown in a professional light, managing the business, and is also revealed to be a respected teacher. This adds depth to his character, showing he has a strong standing in the community. What do I think will happen next? The fact that Themba's engagement is becoming public knowledge will likely clash with the secret engagement of Benelli and Zama. As the two stories collide, it could create even more complexity for the Magwaza family. Scene 7, a dangerous assignment. A character is given a serious and secretive task. He is instructed to be very cautious and to ensure the subject of the task is not given an opportunity to react. The consequences of failure are implied to be severe. Scene analysis. This scene introduces a separate, suspenseful plot line. The vague but intense instructions create a sense of impending danger and mystery, suggesting that this action will have significant repercussions later in the story. How do the characters impact the story? The character receiving the assignment is an agent of chaos. His actions are poised to introduce a new wave of conflict that could intersect with the main family drama, raising the stakes for everyone involved. Is the story strong, confusing, predictable, surprising, etc.? This subplot makes the story more surprising. While the family drama is a classic trope, this mysterious assignment adds an unpredictable, thrilling element that keeps the audience guessing about how it will connect to the central narrative. Scene 8, flirting with a relative. A man flirts with a young woman he finds very beautiful, asking for her name and joking that he will call her his love. The woman reveals herself to be iThonga, his brother-in-law Sanil's sister. He is shocked, and they laugh about how quickly she has grown up. Scene analysis. This scene provides a moment of light-heartedness and comic relief. It plays on a case of mistaken identity and highlights the close-knit nature of the community where everyone seems to know each other. Character development. The man, who was being confidently flirtatious, is quickly humbled and embarrassed upon realizing his mistake. It shows a playful side to the characters and the community. What do I think will happen next? This interaction could set up a potential new romantic interest or subplot involving iThonga and this man, now that they have reconnected in this unexpected way. Scene 9, a tense family meeting. Masangila is in his garden with another senior family member, Yengweo. They reminisce about the past and how she used to visit the garden after the children left for school. They speak about handling difficult times and the rain helping their plants grow. Scene analysis. This quiet scene between two elders provides context and depth to Masangila's character. It shows a more reflective side of him and hints at a shared history and past struggles, which may inform his current strictness as a father. Character analysis. This moment reveals that Masangila is not just an angry father but a complex man with a history. His care for his garden suggests a nurturing side that contrasts with his harsh demeanor towards his daughter's choices. What deeper issues are being explored? The scene subtly explores themes of past trauma and resilience. The mention of getting through difficult times suggests the family has faced challenges before, which may explain Masangula's fierce desire to protect his family now, albeit in a controlling way. Scene 10, a confrontation at the shop. Lungelo is at a shop trying to buy textbooks. He is short on money and negotiates with the owner, who tells him he needs to be educated to make good money. The owner implies that without an education, Lungelo will struggle. Scene analysis. This scene highlights the economic challenges faced by some of the younger characters. It underscores the importance of education, a theme introduced earlier by the teacher, and shows the practical difficulties of achieving it. Lessons learned. The scene teaches a lesson about the value of education and financial planning. It shows that ambition alone is not enough without the means and the knowledge to achieve one's goals. Character motivation. Lungelo is motivated by a desire to improve himself through education, as shown by his attempt to buy textbooks. The shop owner is motivated by a tough love approach, trying to push Lungelo towards recognizing the importance of his studies.